United States and other allies imposing strict sanctions on Russia's ultra-rich oligarchs. 7 of Russia's wealthiest and most influential oligarchs were just targeted in the UK. They've been very strong on this. Their assets have been frozen, and they are banned from their country. Until now, they have lived lavishly in sprawling London estates, driving hundreds of thousands of dollars cars and talking about everything you want, from big yachts to big planes. Joining us now, a guy that doesn't have either, but could eventually if he wanted to, because he's that valuable as a speaker and as a writer. Douglas Murray, welcome back.
It's a great pleasure to be
Fox
with
News
you.
contributor, also doing a great job hosting that show at 6 o'clock. And you have a big book coming out. But Douglas, on this, so they got 7 oligarchs who have been sanctioned by the UK, just basically taking their stuff. First off, why do oligarchs thrive in the UK?
Several things. One is an obvious thing, which is that if you want to store money somewhere and you've got an unfeasibly large amount of money, you want to store it in somewhere stable, a stable country. And Britain, common law countries in general, are seen as being stable places to store money. So that's the first thing. The second thing is less pleasant, which is that undoubtedly in the last 20 years, the UK government, successive UK governments, turned a blind eye to the money that was coming in from Russian oligarchs. They bought not just yachts and large penthouses and apartments in Belgravia and so on, but they bought football clubs. Chelsea. They bought Chelsea Football Club, owned by Roman Abramovich. They bought newspapers. A man who's now been raised to the House of Lords, who's a friend of many politicians in the UK, bought the Independent newspaper and the Evening Standard. These were papers that needed saving, and the son of a KGB operative came to London and bought these papers, and people liked it. They liked the money these people splashed around. I think it was long ago this should have been seen to be shameful, but now, I mean, you just look at it and you think, how did you think this was ever a good idea?
You're talking about the CEO of Gazprom. You're talking about the chairman of VTB Bank, which is really their government-owned bank, and DePresca, who runs the EN Group. And you have the high-profile guy, Abramovich, who just won a championship and then had to sell his club, and now it's everybody wants to buy it. So here's the thing. They've taken their money from the Russian people. They kept it very concentrated way. It made it ripe for someone to overthrow Yeltsin, for someone to step up like Putin to take over. And Putin turns around and says, you give me 50%, you can keep your money. So by sanctioning them, can they put pressure on Putin, or does he have all the power and security?
Well, that's a very interesting question, because one of the things that's become clear recently has been, particularly with Deripaska, who you just mentioned, who's brought up a lot of politicians, frankly, in the UK, has put favours around, let's say. And particularly with the owner of Chelsea Football Club, these people have not just been their own money, and this takes a moment to realise this. These people don't only own their own money. Roman Abramovich has 4 yachts. Why does anyone need 4 yachts? No reason. You can only be on 1 yacht at a time. It's because it seems at this stage that these people are, to some extent, holding money for other people as well. They're holding things for other people, yachts for other people, houses for other people. So we get back to this question of, is one of the things in this that this is also the way in which Vladimir Putin stores his wealth in these hyper-wealthy individuals? My argument would be, go for the oligarchs, seize the things that they have in the countries, so that these people see Vladimir Putin not as their saviour, but as their curse. If you could turn that around, maybe something changes, not just in the Ukraine, but in the Kremlin.
But aren't there hundreds of oligarchs?
There's a significant number.
Get them all.
Well, I think it would be a good thing for the property market, for general peace in the world, and for a lot more.
Right, and I think the takeaway is, why does anyone need 7 yachts, right? I mean,
for sure.
Douglas Murray, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
It's great.
Hopefully we have better news each and every week as we squeeze all those close to Vladimir Putin.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.